say? 214 monsters. What the actual hell? So from a flight sim to a deep first-person PC role-playing game. Honestly, the M's are not being kind to us right now. Right, okay. Right, where to start? Okay, right, let's cover off what this is, and then we'll go from there. Clearly, this is a game, but it's very much a computer game rather than a video game. Okay, what do I mean by that? Right, a video game, especially from this era, to me leans towards the arcade, to consoles. A quick hit, fun blast of fun. A computer game is that, a game made for a computer with a keyboard and maybe a mouse and a whole different mindset behind it. Case in point, Might and Magic. The first Might and Magic was coded by one guy for the Apple II, and that was in the early tranche of computer role-playing games like Bard's Tale and Ultima and Wizardry, old D&D fantasy, orcs and swords and all that. Now Might and Magic has a twist to it, but you can read about that on the wiki page yourself. Now this is the sequel, and this landed on computers in 1988, and 3 years later we have this conversion for the Mega Drive. So we have to ask ourselves the main question: why? The fact that the cut has a big old yellow chunk on it means we can blame our old pals at EA, which is, almost to be expected at this point. The game is all from a first person perspective, but this isn't a dungeon crawler like Eye of the Beholder. It's more like an open world game. I guess these days it would be like Baldur's Gate, where you wander around with your party looking for enemies to bash and things to loot. Rich takes a somewhat pragmatic line with this one, saying, "The graphics are basic, this sort of game needs playability rather than cosmetic touches, and it's enough in Might and Magic to keep fans of hardcore RPGs going for a while." Which is the perennial problem, as this game drops you straight into the world with no guidance for a new player. We probably already got to the bit of the footage where I wandered into a fight and had my face handed to me. The next problem is that the fights aren't exactly the most dynamic thing in the world. They're turn-based, but there's no animation or real feedback to it. Long-winded is how the review describes it, which is certainly what I called it when I ran into an orc convention which turned out to be 240 enemies. Would a manual have helped? Very possibly. The overall is 80%, and as a console game, I can't agree with that. They say for new players they should go with something like Landstalker over this. Hell, it might even have been cheaper to hook up a power converter with a copy of Phantasy Star wedged in it, as whilst that could be just as hard for a new player, it was a much more welcoming game. This, however, is just no fun. No fun at all. I can't agree with 80%.